Okay, boom. Y'all know y'all was not even really about to get this video because I be like, so it's a balance. All right. So I was 24 years old when I bought my first townhome in Mechanicsville. It's Atlanta, Georgia, honey. And I pretty much bought my home because I was tired of moving by myself. I got kicked out in 2011. I had a whole year of school left, living out of my trunk of my VW Beetle. And, you know, after I graduated, I moved to Atlanta. We talking about doing all this moving and it's just me, honey. Like, no, I was tired of moving, okay? So, baby girl had a big girl job, big girl checks coming in, and I said, I'm gonna buy me a house. So, I got connected with a really bomb realtor, Michelle Smith, and we went to work, honey. I tend to put myself in these really effed up situations where I'm like, okay, I gotta be out of this place by this date, and I need to be in this place the day before that shit. And God loved me, let me just say that, because everything worked out with the decision to buy that house. I was really just pretty much probably thinking about my 2 to 5 year. I was not really thinking about Desiree in 20 years or Desiree in 30 years. So that's definitely one thing that you need to think about when you are deciding to buy a house. Like, a house does not move when you move. The process took I do want to say 54 days to be exact. It could have been 55, but I'm pretty sure it's 54. And like I said before, that's really pushing it, because the process to buy a home is really more so like 45 to 90 days. So please keep that in mind. If your lease is ending at the end of the month and you're trying to buy a house, you need to sign on for one more month, because buying a home, the process is so unpredictable. I will say I was extremely transparent with Michelle. I was like, baby girl, this is what I got going on. This is what I really need. This is how much I got. And she went to bat for me, because your team make or break your deal. I don't care how much money you got. If you don't have a team or the mentality to do this process yourself, you will be bidding on houses every day. You will be looking for your home every day, not going nowhere. But let's move forward. I'm gonna read y'all exactly what I wrote, because me just trying to do this right now, knowing I got these notes, it's really going against my whole Virgo. So, you can want a house all you want. However, until you get pre-qualified, that's the word, my bird. Ow, pre-qualified. Until you get pre-qualified, what are you doing, honey? Nothing. That's what everybody is going to tell you. Realtors, brokers, sellers, everybody is going to ask, have you been pre-qualified? What exactly does this mean? It means, do you know how much you can afford or can afford? Have you confirmed how much coin you have to spend or not spend? Can we see concrete evidence of you being able to handle this? Because this is not a loaf of bread, a bag of grapes, a jug of orange juice. This is a home, baby. So we have to make sure that you can afford it, period. Don't even start looking on Zillow, True Liar, Redfin. Don't even waste your time. Oh my God, I like this house. Oh my God, I like this house. It doesn't matter if you have not been pre-qualified, okay? Let's move forward. Would be not to stay within your means, but to honestly stay under your means, okay? Let me go into this a little bit further. because everybody want to be big ballin', shot callin'. Until them folks call and ask, where my money at? We gonna spend 100 racks shooting up your black fish cars and we double back. Stay under your means, because owning a home is some incredibly beautiful ass shit. Like, that was one hurdle that I'm like, I'm 24 and can't nobody tell me shit, and it's my house, party every night, you know what I'm saying? Like, you come over, get your ass out, get out. Are you serious? Yes, this is my house. You know what I'm saying? It was a beautiful situation, okay? At the same time, ho, there was a gazillion of mishaps, repairs, unforeseen items, people shitting on my success, that it just wasn't in the picture. You know, you always look at a picture when you buy stuff. You know what I'm saying? To be real nice, lighting good, setting, angles, all that good stuff. You don't never see the fact that you got to repair AC. You don't see the fact that you got to get pest control every year. You don't see the fact that, you know what I'm saying, you got to get them back. You got to make sure that thing is always treated because the rain can make it warm and all this good stuff. Like, oh my God, put some respect on your grandmother's name. But if you are purchasing a primary residence for just yourself, the smartest thing you can do is stay under your means, because you're going to have to become real good friends with an electrician, a plumber, HVAC, honey. You're going to have to be real good friends with them. And shout out to all my people. Oh, inspectors, appraisers. You're going to be making a ball of new friends. So again, y'all look below, because I'm shouting out everybody that I've met. Everybody that did good, reputable work during my process. They deserve their flowers. Y'all, I had to pay for my AC to get fixed 2 times in one summer. Let's move forward. Like I just touched on, my biggest irritators were my AC unit, which had to be replaced twice in one summer due to working with her, and my HOA dues, which that's something that you should know before you sign anything. Does the home that you're looking for have HOA dues? What exactly is your HOA doing? How often do they do it? How often do they want to be paid? This is something very important to know, because baby, I just felt like my HOA did not deserve $150 a month, so I stopped paying them. I only seen them like maybe one time a year on my deck, and I like to see where my money is going. So we had to make some decisions, and decisions were made. Moving forward. The third most important shit to note, but of course not to take a backseat to any of the things that I pre-mentioned, is that you might want to like actually have house rules at your door, or else it's gonna be disrespected. And then you're gonna feel some type of way. And then it's gonna be this back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So just from the jump, I said from the jump, let these people know this is your home. This is a staple in your foundation. This is not to be toyed with. This is not to be played with. This is not to be disrespected. It's not to be damaged. Girl, I had a flashback. All right, understand that your home is your home. You have to maintain the peace up in that piece. You can't allow nobody to come in and shake what you got. Because if they can do that to the place that you're laying your head down, that you cooking your good meals, that you're supposed to be relaxing in, then that means that you don't have a place of peace. Verbatim from my notes, I said, if your friends don't own shit, it's better off if they stay where they at. So I kind of mentioned this earlier as far as like if it's your primary residence. I knew for me, I went into it thinking, oh, I just want to settle, you know what I'm saying? But all homes do not have to be your primary residence, right? If you think that you can run an Airbnb or a short-term housing situation, transitional housing. There's so many people out here that need housing. I do this because I was homeless, and I don't want people to have to experience that. That was the whole thing in opening up my home. I did not want nobody else to experience what I had experienced. But if going back to, if you can handle that, because there is a lot of money in real estate. As a first time buyer, make sure that you have your business registration, LLC. Make sure that you have your business set up so that you can go into that buy as an investor and not as an occupant of that residence. I'll say that again slower.
As a first time buyer, make sure that you have your business registration, LLC. Make sure that you have your business set up so that you can go into that buy as an investor and not as an occupant of that residence.
When you're a first generation change maker, you find out a lot of this stuff when you're just doing it yourself. And again, that's why I'm making this video, because a huge part of my mission is making sure that people can avoid mistakes. A huge part of my mission is helping melanin people to zoom past a lot of all this shit that we've gone through, because we've been set back for so many years. But I'm trying to leave an actual yellow print for people to get up to the current state that we're in right now. A lot of people don't want to leave a blueprint because they are scared that somebody else is going to come and conquer or take over. By all means, I need as much help here as I can possibly get. So, moving forward, you can start by investing on several different levels. You can do fix and flips. You can do wholesale buys. You can go to auctions, which is where I bought my land. You can do mobile homes, which is definitely a wave right now. Oh, I was saying mobile homes is where it's the effect. You know what I'm saying? You do not have to be boxed in. Mobile home communities, still the wave. Tiny homes. Y'all see I'm converting a bus right now. You know what I'm saying? So mobile homes is not just trailer park type situations, how ignorant people used to think back in the day. Mobile homes, again, is where it's at. And in closing, sorry, I'm not. In closing, make sure you have detailed records of your income history, including tax returns, all that good stuff, your work, your W-2s, like all of that stuff. You need to have the most perfect record of this stuff, especially now that you've ever thought about. If there are any discrepancies, you will have to write a letter explaining it. You might as well honestly include a healthy dose of your blood, so they can just run that and make sure that you're not a vampire. You know what I'm saying? They want your grandmama's social security number. They want her blood type. They want to know if she was a freak in the streets. If this is your first buy, I would honestly recommend that you go ahead and find a good team. The seller is paying, what is the commission? There we go, commission. I'm like, what is that word? I don't like working for commission. That's why I forgot it. But yeah, a lot of the times the seller is going to be paying that portion. So go ahead and make sure that you find somebody that's really dope. And once you have that experience, I would definitely recommend that you're very hands-on with them. What are we doing now? What do we need now? So that if it ever comes to the day that you want to sell, like me, you can do it by yourself, like me. And you can go ahead and save that little fee, because at that point, you're the seller and you will be paying the person who is buying your stuff commission. Yeah, so you can always schedule a consultation with me to fine comb your materials. If there's anything that I didn't particularly touch on in this video and you're still like, well, before you reach out to me, make sure that you read my blog, because there's other information that I will make sure to leave in there. And then, honey, and only then will it be okay for you to reach out to me.